shades, ice cube shaved in my cuff for days, blunts full of purple haze, having purple days just to set the stage ablaze, pockets full of stars and razor blades, I'm taking names, erasing claims, snorting coke off the wing of planes, just to show you niggas I'm really insane. Nah, Charmander flame, lighting up the bong, lungs feeling like I inhaled atomic bombs, dropped a nom on your Asian mom, Toyota all black like an Asian mob, tired smoking like Jamaican mom, we taking rum, reflection of the sun on the blade, cutting through space, plutonium, all up on the waist, lasers to the face, tapers to the waves, keeping fake niggas away, and the bitches too, flipping through different avenues, through the city block. Watch me Millie, rock, nah, let me fucking stop. Bills might get bought, builders might just drop. If I got pop, I got Then I lean like Hakeem, only rocket on the team. Coughing and wheezing off the green, coca streams, chosen fiends, smoking mean, toting seeds. Raps filled with potency. Damn, I thought you told them B. So many O's before the G. No matter how young I seem, I got it locked in that dragon egg colored drop. Fuck a wood grain wheel for real. Rather have a roll cage, yeah, it's made from steel. Yeah, the pain is real as I paint this nail. Look up towards the sky. Cloud 9 in my fingernails, cause I'm fly. Stupid fresh, moving less, NSX type of guy. Fucking right.
Hey. Welcome to the G-Way Show, y'all. Welcome to the G-Way Show, y'all. It's y'all host with the most. It's y'all boy Jesus Peace. And we back with another one, man. We back in the mix. Happy Sunday to you guys, man. We popping out, man, a little bit early, man. We just gonna see what's going on. A lot is going on, man. Anybody want to come up, the link in the chat, man, please like, share, and subscribe to the show. Like, share, and subscribe to the show, man. And hey, if y'all want to send a cash app or send any donations my way, y'all can hit that cash app up at $Mutagoon. $MUTAGOON. Y'all see it down there at the bottom of the banner, man. So what's going on with you good people, man? Everybody resting and relaxing, getting ready to go back to work for tomorrow and getting their affairs and their stuff out the way right now, man. You know, before that nightfall hit. Y'all know when the nightfall hit, it'd be time to lay it down, man. It'll be time to lay it down. So what y'all been doing, man? Whoever watching in the show, man, drop a chat or hit the link. Whoever watching right now, drop a comment or hit the link. Come up. Everybody welcome, man. Everybody welcome to the panel, man. This is the Sunday YouTube Streets Edition episode. And I don't know where it's gonna go, cause we was on to something last night. I was gonna come back out last night, but I got a little bit tired after that sorry ass fight, man. And salute to Keith one time, man. He tried, man. He put up a little spirited effort, man, but he got his ass whipped. He got his ass whooped so bad, man. I wasn't surprised. He was coming off a 3-4 year layoff. And the two guys he had in the corner, that was his trainers, man. Motherfuckers looked like Mickey Rourke And Bob Barker, man, they looked like Mickey Rourke and Bob Barker giving them some goddamn advice, some fight advice, man. And the advice was not advising, if y'all get my drift. Like I say, he got his ass whooped, man. Big salute to Sebastian Fedora, man. He put on a show last night, man. And you know, this boxer, you know, in that division, the 154 division, they call him the Towering Inferno. That motherfucker 6'5" with a out of world wingspan, man. I mean, he's so fucking tall. He look like Dazzler off a Street Fighter. If y'all know who that character is, the character look like an Indian man with the stretching arms and the stretching legs when he reach out and kick you and shit. I mean, that shit was crazy, man. I don't know, man. It was a sorry ass pay-per-view PBC put on. And the fight before that, Mendoza, he got his ass whooped too. And actually, Mendoza ended up beating. He actually knocked out the Tower Inferno. He knocked out Fedora before, and that was a trip. But you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Fedora. Fedora, man, the more he fight and defend those titles, he is gaining a lot of experience. And right now, man, at the rate he's going, and I think he's only 21, 22, maybe 23. Right now, he's kicking ass and taking names, man, with that height. It's going to be hell to get off in there and penetrate his offense because he's so fucking tall, man. And I just don't understand what is it about him that the fighters don't understand. When you're fighting a taller guy, you got to rush him and smother his punches. You can't let him punch. And he turned Keith Thurman into punch drunk Thurman last night, man. Thurman was looking like he had one too many punches, man. Like he, you know how motherfucker had too many drinks and shit, man. That's how Thurman was looking last night. He was all beat up like a mad ball. You know, remember those mad balls that used to have those stitches and all that crazy ass shit, slime coming out their nose and shit, man. Those deformed, these little deformed action figures they used to have, man. And that shit was real crazy last night, man. I did not enjoy that fight. I should have just stayed on. My cousin told me that last night, too. He was like, God damn, cuz we could have stayed on a little bit longer, man, and gave the people a little bit more content than watching that fight. And sure enough, when that shit was over, man, that is exactly how I felt last night, man. I felt like we were slighted. We were cheated. Even though we don't, nothing. I'm finna say something. I'm finna give up some more game, and drop a real gem, but I'm not even finna say that on here. But just nevertheless to say, man, we were robbed of this pay-per-view last night, man. And PBC, Al Heyman's getting sued by Floyd Mayweather right now. Floyd saying that they ran off with his money. And Floyd got 3 fights still coming up at 48, 49 years old, man. I don't know how it's going to end for Floyd, man, but they're not going to pay him a shitload of money to watch him fight, and it's not a real fight. So they saying that he's coming out of retirement. The Mike Tyson fight, it won't count on his record if he was to lose. He fighting another no-name person like he was fighting a person named, well, no. It was John Gotti's grandson, John Gotti III, man, or John Gotti Jr. or somebody. It was something like that, man, that was kin to John Gotti. He fought that guy, and it was like, man, what is you doing with your legacy, Floyd? You're fighting you fighting somebody that ain't even in your craft and even in your sport. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man? I mean, the shit is insane, you know, but he got to do what he got to do, nevertheless, to get that bag again, man. At least get something, man. He got to get some of that money back because I don't know how much Floyd is really in debt. They didn't say how much he was in debt, but it's a significant amount of money. You know, because he was, Floyd Mayweather was shitting on the people, man, when he had the millions and stuff, you know. the money team and just buying anything they want, man. And when the people went against Gucci and Louis Vuitton, he's like, man, fuck you people. I'm gonna still go buy what the fuck I want. And he was going in the store getting Gucci'd up and Gucci down. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even in the struggle with his people. And now, since that has happened, it seems like the roosters have came home to roost, and they done got his ass. You know, he thought he was smart. You know, thought he was outsmarting the people. But nevertheless, he got to fight again. He's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. And I found out what was crazy about that. That fight wouldn't even count on this record either. This part 2 of the Manny Pacquiao fight. Yeah, the Manny Pacquiao fight, man. Yeah, he that shit won't even count. And I thought that was crazy. I really thought that was crazy that didn't even count. And you know, but hey, it is what it is. Matter of fact, and all those Floyd fights coming up, even him fighting Mike Tyson, man. I'll never look at Mike Tyson the same losing to Jake Paul, man. So it's like, the lure Tyson it's been over for a long time. Floyd fighting Mike, and y'all don't even know personally, Mike Tyson don't even like Floyd Mayweather, man. There was a situation back in the Gap that happened between the two. And I think Floyd tried to snitch on Mike Tyson about something. It was something that had something to do with somebody's house, a situation. I can't recall what it was, but I'm gonna do some homework and look back into that. And I can come back around and see, come back around to that to let y'all know what that was about. And then, like I said, his last fight, he's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. And that is something I'm not even interested in watching. Another Manny Pacquiao fight. And for those that don't know, I think the very first fight, I really think Floyd paid off Manny Pacquiao to take a nosedive in that fight. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. It's my opinion, it's my feelings, and it's my motherfucking show. And nobody will tell me how to run the motherfucker or what the fuck to say, but I'm just saying I feel like Manny Pacquiao was paid to take a nosedive by Floyd Mayweather. And it is what it is. So, yeah, man, the salute to one time Keith Thurman, man. I hope he, laid up and healed, man, properly. And he just need to get out of the sport of boxing, man. I don't want to see Keith Thurman in the ring anymore. I don't want to see him box no more. He's 37 years old. And like I told y'all, he took a 3-4 year layoff. Something about his shoulder, man. His shoulder was messed up. And he came back and take no tune-up fights or nothing like that to fight a towering figure of a man like Fundora. And man, did he get his ass whipped. He got his ass stomped. You hear me? Keith one time Thurman got his ass stomped, y'all. And we will watch the aftermath of it, but I'm not even interested to bringing y'all that shit and doing all that shit. We're gonna get back to that Compton Rick Rock first. I might do that one first. Let me drop this disclaimer. Let me drop the disclaimer down here, man, before we get into the content. Fair use disclaimer, Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use purposes in effect for entertainment and educational purposes. Fair use is in effect for educational and entertainment purposes. Fair use disclaimer is in effect. The Copyright Act 1976 is in effect. All right, so we got that out the way, man, before we even drop any kind of content for you people to see on stage, because I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get into it. We're going to get back. I want to get the Compton Rick Rock thing out the way. So I want to get this Compton Rick Rock thing out the way. So we're going to go back to some Compton Rick Rock. We're going to get that out the way. Then we're going to go on and I'm I'm gonna touch on something else that I spoke about yesterday. I'm gonna touch on something else with you people. This shit is crazy, man. And I ain't gonna lie, the YouTube streets has been on.
Asking an AI to generate a realistic building based on it.
Trip informing.
All right, so this is part 2 to the Compton Rick Rock thing, man. I was telling my cousin yesterday, I was telling Hog, salute to Hog. Salute to Hog, man, and the Heavy on Gang camp, man. I'm a part of the camp also. You know what I'm saying? And he with the Aftermath, he with the iconic music group staff, you know, too. He a part of that umbrella and that tree also. Oh, salute to my nigga T Will, man. He missing in action today, but I had to get him back on here to we gonna get back to the business at hand of his family situation, man. You know, he had his foot on their necks, but you know, he had, you know, let up off because he had the, you know, the kiddos and stuff. And spring break was out, but you know, spring break is over now. We gonna be back to kicking ass and taking names and, you know, exposing these motherfuckers that was fucking with them and shit. We're gonna get back to that business, man. But and so with this on the stage right now, man, this Compton Rick Rock, man, I was telling y'all on yesterday's episode, Compton Rick Rock, he said that Big Freaky, which is DeAndre Smith of the Southside Crips, is his cousin that was real good friends with Orlando Anderson and Keefe D and T Bubble Up Brown. They also was allegedly in the Cadillac of the car that shot Tupac, the legendary great hip-hop, the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. They was allegedly in the car that shot Tupac. Now, I kind of said some things at the end of the show yesterday, and I still stand on what I said about it, even though Compton Rick Rock is sharing some information right now that's entailing the information of what's those guys' name? Bobby Ladd and Greg Caden of the Murder Rap channel. And they sticking, he's right now reading the script from the Murder Rap Theory. Now we're gonna listen to Compton Rick Rock commentary. Y'all just ride with me. We're gonna ride through the YouTube streets. We just cruising today. I ain't had me no drink or nothing. I'm on a motherfucking sober mind. I wish I had a little bit of enhancement to enhance my motherfucking feelings, but oh well, it is what it is. We just gonna ride on this shit. So let's get to it, gang. Let's get to it, man. We for the ride, man. Shit, turn that shit up, man. And hey, y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all hit the likes, man. Get me in the algorithm like 50 Cent if y'all can, man. Help me get in the algorithm like 50 Cent, man. You know, this is the G-Way show where we keeping it G and keeping it P. And man, y'all, man, fuck with us, man. Fuck with us, man. Like I say, man, it's gonna go up and up and up and up and up, man. That's why I say, man, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, man. And just share it out and get it out there, man. You know, I'm doing this for y'all, man. I love to do this. I love giving y'all content. And, you know, hey, it is what it is. And matter of fact, you know what? You know, I was talking about that war in Texas, man. It is a lot going on. I do, and I was telling a good person of mine, man, that I be speaking with offline. You know, we speak online, man. He had one of the dopest shows on YouTube. He knee deep in the war in Texas. He knee deep in the war in Texas. You know, man, I've watched the war in Texas for the past 5 years, man. I had eyes on the war in Texas, man, like every night, man. Like it was something new. Different shit done came out. People been doxxed. They done had fights. And the show that's coming on, and it's gonna be at Ratchet TV, man. Salute to Ratchet TV. Salute to Big Top G, Big Ratchet, man. He touching on the war in Texas, man. He touching on the war in Texas. And his content is on a nightly basis of, to me, I stand on business about what I'm saying right now, man, who I feel arguably is the greatest Texas artist, man, to come out of the Lone Star State to me, man. And I done heard every artist. But this Martis right here, man, you know, I found out about his music late. And when I found out and I tapped in with who the fuck he really was, man, that little nigga is a beast. That nigga was a beast, man. Long live that boy Osama, man. Osama 3 Laden, man. Long live that nigga Melvin Noble Jr., man. Mo 3, man. He probably is he's arguably the greatest Texas artist, man, I think, to come out of this motherfucker, man. And you know, a lot of people might challenge that. I don't care what the people say. Is, like I say, is my feelings and it's how I feel about it. But they touching on it, man. It's a lot getting ready to come out. His trial is getting ready to come up here in August. And a lot of layers of this story has been peeled back from the time, you know, of his untimely demise of November 10th, 2020. The I-35 incident. You know, like I say, I want to touch on, I know a lot about it back and forth too, man. I've been learning from a lot of the different people, man. And salute to the Mo 3 sector also. Salute to the Mo 3 sector, man. Salute to that boy Duke Pharaoh, man. For sure. Salute to Sin City Raps. And it's a few other creators. Oh, salute to that nigga Mahale. And it's a couple of more. And like I say, I ain't forgetting no names or nothing like that, man. I'm just keeping it short and simple, man. But like I say, that's the reason why I don't want to touch on the war in Texas right now. Cause like I say, man, when you get in those waters, man, it's gonna get messy, and it's messy like a soap opera every single fucking night, man. And I just do not want to have to deal with that kind of shit. Like I say, I can touch on it and speak on it like I want to. I can take y'all down through that. Cause like I say, Ratchet had a lot of good information. He have all the fucking information, man. I mean, he done came out and said some shit. Oh, so Player TV too. Salute to him too. Salute to him too, man. Salute to So Player, man. All of them, man. They, you know, I know they probably get into it. They fight and scratch and claw with each other, man. They do all that shit with each other, man. But in all, though, they all have did some collectively good as a unit. And hopefully, man, you know, when the shit really get ready to break down or whatever, I hope they could be able to come together and have a panel where they can really put all their puzzle pieces together, man. I think it'll be a dope and epic event. And I think it'd probably be over 3-4 hours, even probably more than that, man, for much content they done dropped and put out here on the internet about that whole little story, man. But that's the thing about the war in Texas, too. You know, like I say, I just touched on it. Maybe closer when it comes to trial or whatever, I might touch on it a little bit. I'm just leave it at that. But, you know, that's another day, another time, another subject piece, another episode on that. But we're going to get to this Compton Rick Rock, man. Y'all ride with me. We're going to go down through there, man. We're going to go down through there. We're just going to ride, man. We're going to ride like we in the Cadillac with DeAndre Smith and Orlando Anderson, man. We're going to ride, man. We're going to ride. And we're going to see what this shit, where this shit takes us. But like I told y'all, who I feel did it, it's all a part of the Rampart scandal. And I'm going to leave that there. Let's go.
claimed they saw Orlando Anderson and DeAndre Smith in a blue or white Cadillac on Burris Avenue in the heart of their Compton neighborhood the day after Tupac was shot, and that Smith took credit for the shooting.
Dre and Orlando, they came back bragging about what happened out there. They seen Tupac and Big Suge, I think, in a BMW.
And salute to Compton Rick Rock TV, man. This is content, man. And like I say, Rick Rock be dropping some dope shit, man. I ain't gonna even much lie to you. I follow him, man, on social media and all this shit. I tapped in with him, and he got some dope shit. And he also got a workout channel. So I'm tapped in to Rick Rock, man. You know, and like I say, we watching this murder rap story. Do I believe the murder rap trail? Even though and DeAndre Smith is Rick Rock's cousin. And not taking away nothing from Rick Rock, because he feels what he knows being on that side behind that line, pushing that line over there in Compton, man. But I'm following all the documents and the paper trail, and it's a real deep documentary that would counter this what we be talking about. And if y'all don't know what that documentary is, it's about Lydia Harris. She was the former wife of the real financier of Death Row Records, Michael Harry O'Harris. If y'all ain't seen a documentary, man, it's one y'all need to watch, and it's one y'all really should pay attention to, because there's a part in there that tells you, that really gives you the real key pieces to the puzzle. It's one major part in that documentary that will really give you the key pieces to the Tupac puzzle. Let's go.
He said he let off on him.
Dre said he himself let off on him. What does let off on him mean?
Shooting a person. Yeah, like it was a big old joke or something. Like it was a big joke. You can tell when a person nervous. They was nervous when they got back talking, you know.
This is 1996. They got this recording of this cat right here telling everything, man.
You can tell they had nervousness, you know.
And lately, there's been a claim from a Tupac murder witness who described the shooter's arm as being big, and that this would indicate that Smith pulled the trigger and not Anderson. However, looking back at the original witness statements to detectives in Las Vegas after the murder, none of the witnesses described the size of the shooter's arm. At the time,
now y'all hear the arm of a dark-skinned, big black nigga is supposedly what Tupac brother, rest in peace to Gaddafi, if he's the one that said that. Now, if he's not the one that said that, then it was one of the other outlaws, which could have been Eddie or the other one that was in the car that was actually in the back seat behind Frank and Gaddafi. But they talking about what they basically just said a minute ago. Nobody did say that, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and let's just run this murder rap. I mean, this Compton Rick Rock content of what he's showing y'all and displaying right now.
Time, they only described the arm as dark. And Keefe seemed adamant that Smith wasn't the shooter and expressed disgust at Smith's refusal to pull the trigger that night.
I know he would be scary, but when I got out of jail, they said he was a bad motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, like, is that right? Good. He used to feign all that shit. All that shit. Oh, what we gonna do? Could be. Once we got out of the car, he was acting like a bitch. Then I'm like, get a hold of yourself, bitch.
Let me tell y'all something. Everybody, this is what the internet guys do, man. They might as well let him out of jail, man. He a waste of their time, man. But anybody in the streets that know Dre, if he would have called Dre the B word, he would have been out of here instead of what they saying happened on that day, man. They didn't know.
That was a mighty big statement. What Compton Rick Rock putting down right now. So right now, Compton Rick Rock is saying if Keefe D would have said, call Big Freaky, which is DeAndre Smith, the bitch, he'd have possibly met his fate like that fateful night had happened and turned out. And if y'all know anything, Keefe really was supposed to be the big boss of a lot of the shit. But my boy Rick Rock kind of have a different perspective of what he's saying about how Keefe D spoke on calling Big Dre a bitch. But y'all keep listening.
Already said previously what happened to another cat, man. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is alleged. I don't know. I wasn't at none of these spots when none of this stuff happened. But what I will say is this. You get on this internet and this what you got, man. You got a lot of people that's going to make it fit their narrative to look cool. Anybody that know Dre, if he would have called him the B word, any of that, he would have got his head knocked off.
Hey, fuck yes. Shut the fuck up, bitch. What's wrong with this, you know?
The AI Toolkit is live on Artlist. Every leading AI tool you need for video creation is now organized.
On November 24th, 1997, DeAndre Smith was interviewed by LAPD detectives investigating the murder of Biggie Smalls, which had happened 8 months earlier.
What do you think we want to talk to you about?
The audio quality here is poor, but we also have the detective's notes from the interview. Smith admits to attending the vibe party the night Biggie was killed, but he's extremely uncooperative and claims he isn't a gang member and pretends he doesn't even know close friends of his like Orlando Anderson.
Well, you know him, he just grew up. You gotta tell me, you know, this guy's name is plastered all over the newspapers and everything. And you're gonna tell me you don't know his name? No, I don't know these people. All I know is me.
The detectives lecture him about his life choices and how he can lie to protect his friends, but they aren't going to show him the same loyalty.
You have the right idea. You know, DeAndre, listen, you're a young man. You probably could have really done something good with your life, and you still can. You were a star basketball player, probably smarter than the average Joe on the street. And when you say, the only person I know in that picture is me, that's right. You know why? Because you need to watch out for yourself. Because I'll tell you, there are some people in this picture right here that will screw you in a flash. Because you don't know who we've talked to and where we've been.
Naturally, the conversation with the LA detectives turned towards Tupac's murder, and Dre admitted he was in Las Vegas the night of the shooting.
I want to know who was with you in Las Vegas the night Tupac Shakur was killed. With me. Well, myself. You know that's not going to fly. I'm not going to sit in my room by myself. Yeah, I was by myself. I wasn't nobody.
Dre will only admit that he heard Terrence Brown and Orlando Anderson were at the MGM that night and that Orlando had been beat up. And when the detective asked Brown how he could know that Orlando Anderson and Terrence Brown were in Vegas the night Tupac was killed if he didn't see them, you can tell Dre realizes he's been caught in a lie.
Well, you wasn't with Lando when got his ass kicked. Where was you, at the tables or what? I was with the girls and they turned her on. You didn't hook up with them not one time that whole weekend. Well, how you knew they were there then?
This is why you got to get you a lawyer, man. As soon as they get you in that room, man, listen, man, I want to holler at my lawyer. I ain't got nothing to say to none of y'all.
Then the detectives dropped Brown's name as sort of a threat, referencing the interview they had done with Brown at Wasco State Prison that I played in my previous episode about him.
Harry Brown said say hello to you from Wasco State Prison. Okay? What did that mean? Who was Harry Brown? You know, it don't matter whether you know him or not. He knows you. The South was in Las Vegas, and Orlando Anderson got his ass kicked. And you and your homeboys went after. Well, I'm saying that you're one of the people that's going to take a fall. That's right. Going to go to jail for the murder of Tupac Shakur.
The detective tells Dre he's going down for Tupac's murder, and that Orlando Anderson is having fun with the media now, but will flip on Dre if Anderson is arrested.
This guy here, Orlando Anderson, he thinks it's fun and games. Bullshit with the people in the press, and he's
Now that's the guy right there, man, that turned all of them out. My cousin was a basketball player. My cousin Dre played basketball, man, and Lane turned out everybody. These dudes right here was them ones you didn't want to play with. These was the guys, man. Some of the dudes you see today, they not the guy. These was the guys.
riders.
I just want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't do it.
During a public appearance on Thursday morning, turning up on CNN to offer a soundbite to the effect that he didn't murder anybody. Anderson denies that he's a member of the Crips gang. Police in his hometown of Compton.
Can y'all hear my content? Can y'all hear my content? Or somebody let me know something or put in the chat that y'all can hear me good and y'all can hear the sound good. Let me know something. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, let me know what's going on, y'all. And y'all like, share, and subscribe to the show, man. Most definitely, please like, share, and subscribe to the show. Get them likes up. Get them likes up.
Disagree.
And you don't want to let this thing die. That's stupid. You don't want to let it die. He's got to be suing people. He's got to keep all this stuff in the papers. Well, what do you think's going to happen if somebody puts a pair of handcuffs on him and arrests him for the murder of Tupac? So all bullshit aside, what do you think's going to happen? You think he's going to take a fall? He's got these highfalutin, high-priced attorneys. Do you think that they're going to let their client take a fall? Hell no. You know who's going to take a fall? You're going to take a fall. They'll roll over in a flat, big drag, pull the trigger. No, I'm not going to tell him. I've just been a super long. Great. I'm just telling you what happened. We've been through this so many times. That's what happened. I know. All right? I knew he was going to ask you that anyway before the big fall. Why would you think we'd ask you about that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you think we'd ask you about that? I think you're going to ask everybody else about it. The problem is, DeAndre, not everybody else was in Las Vegas that night. This Tupac was
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that. Hey, I went down for a quick second. I most definitely apologize for that. Hold on, let me get back to where we was at. I'm sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience.
The sand keep bouncing and roll right on home. And I don't give a shit whether you say you know him or not. He's your running buddy. And he was there in Las Vegas with you guys. Okay? He places you there, places Orlando there. That's no big deal because Orlando got. I was there. I was Orlando Anderson. Yeah, he didn't place you in no goddamn hotel room. We've been told by more than one person that you were the one that pulled the trigger, and I know you got the balls to do that. You ever been to prison? No, you haven't. You're gonna catch a hot one right out of the bucket, and you will die in prison.
Runoff Records, man. It's a cold game, man. Cold game, man. Playing with them real people, man. All these cats is rest in peace now, except one. The one that's in jail right now for getting on the internet trying to be famous, like all the rest of these cats.
Like Orlando Anderson, DeAndre Smith eventually made a run at the music business, launching his own Compton-based label called Runoff Records and releasing a mixtape in 2003 called Hard White. The CD featured prominent rappers like Snoop Dogg, Warren G, and MC8, and the final track was by a rapper and alleged Southside Crip associate named Evil Kurt, and supposedly Smith himself recorded this intro to the CD.
What a mess is that? Run off up in your ass like this, baby. Compton. Yeah, we coming with that motherfucking hard white. Yeah.
DeAndre Smith held a party for his label at a popular nightclub on Wilshire Boulevard called the Conga Room, which was co-owned by Jennifer Lopez.
This shit is
Inside
crazy,
the party,
y'all.
a Southside associate named Jerry Monk Bonds, who had once been erroneously named as one of the suspects in Tupac's murder, got into a fight. By one version of events, Bonds got the better of his opponent, but then the guy pulled a gun and shot Bonds to death. DeAndre Smith reportedly fired at the suspect.
Man, we got 135 people in here, 27 likes, man. Get these likes up, man. Come on, man. Let's get the lights going.
Vehicle as it fled.
I feel Rick Rock, man. Please, man. Y'all help me get the likes up also. Y'all most definitely help me get the likes up. Y'all help me get the likes up, man. Turn me up. Let's go. Let's go.
The following year, in June of 2003, the Compton offices for Smith's Runoff Records were raided by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Narcotics Bureau, who seized drugs and arrested 2 men. Smith wasn't present and avoided arrest. 3 months later, just after midnight on September 24th, Yetundi Price, the 31-year-old half-sister of tennis legends Venus and Serena Williams, was murdered in the Southside Crips neighborhood. Riding in a GMC Yukon Denali, Price was struck in the head by a bullet. She was killed just a mile from the tennis courts where her superstar half-sisters learned to play. Within weeks, police made arrests
regarding that shooting, but I think Damon not Lavelle Moore, he got like a slap on the wrist back then, man, because I'm telling you, people don't realize, they go, yeah, how come they didn't do anything for shooting at cops or whatever, but I'm telling you, the juvenile system back then was so inundated with cases that they got rid of stuff that you wouldn't even believe.
Y'all didn't want to play, man. That dude right there, homie. It's a lot. I can't say, you know, he might come back on the pill or something, homie. Man.
I got a telephone call, and for the life of me, I can't remember who it was, but it was some lawyer. They're trying to get Michael Duro paroled, and he didn't really agree to what I had to say about him, right? And he goes, oh, no, I didn't. He started asking me questions about what happened and stuff like, so I told him what kind of person, that wasn't the only murder we had, you know.
Yeah.
that we know that he committed, right? But we couldn't prove it, and the type of person that he was. So he wasn't really too happy with what I had to say. So the conversation wasn't very long, but I don't know what ever happened with that.
Right.
Okay, the story about J.R. Walter Hammonds, who was a treetop Piru. Well, this guy was kind of like one of them 1%ers that only.
All right, let me stop this for a minute. I want to talk to y'all for a minute. Man. If y'all noticed, none of these dudes is running around here doing they doing the gangster stuff that gangsters do, but they not running around here just knocking people down because you from over there, they from over there, he from over there. Y'all notice it's money. There's money involved. A lot of this stuff is about that paper, man. Back in the days, it was about that paper. All
and Compton Rick Rock just said something really vital here. It wasn't no color thing. It was about paper, money, dinero, the dollar bill. That's what that shit was about, man. The banging and shit, man. It was about that goddamn money. It was about the money, y'all. But let's proceed.
All this hood stuff, all this stuff started because, listen, this the set. We selling dope over here. That's y'all hood. Don't come over here show stop and trying to serve over here. We didn't even want our smokers going over there. So all this stuff was about that paper, man. It wasn't about we don't get along, F they hood. No, it was a reason for a lot of this stuff, man. It was about the money. It wasn't about all this old goofy stuff that these dudes running around here. These young dudes don't even know what they beefing for, man. They over there just shoot because they was bought up. Hey, go over there and put some work in. That's, man, no, that wasn't it. It was about that money, man. It was about getting up in them spots all day, all night, getting your paper. Wasn't nothing like flipping a quarter piece and get you 2 of them, then get you a half. Y'all know what it is, man. Come through with some fresh cut dog on some Dayton's or some IROCs. You was the man back then, man.
You only come across in your career like one time, right? The guy that's not going to go back to jail no matter what. And this all started when he got arrested for killing a person at a gas station over on Rosecrans in their own neighborhood. He was closing up shop, and JR went in and he shot him and killed him, and he was going to trial on that case.
Y'all hit that like button for me too, man. Hit that like button for me. Matter of fact, we finna take a look at what James said on here too. Hold on. We ain't finna be on this. We ain't finna be on this video long. We just finna get through some of this shit.
Imagine uploading a CAD design drawing and asking an AI to generate a realistic building based on it.
Compton Rick Rock TV.
Y'all don't go nowhere. I'm about to go take me a break. I'll be right back. I stay right here. Man, I love that song right there. I remember when I made that beat in the studio, me and Rick Rude, man, getting it in, man. Ooh, I can't wait till my low rider get fixed. All right, let's go.
All right, we're back. It's been 9 years.
9 years.
You did your first interview with me.
Yeah.
To have somebody that really been there, been on the inside, and know this is to clear it all up. And whatever it takes to clear it up, that's what we need. That's just like exposing the devil. And that's why I'm here. That's the only thing that matters to me. Exposing the devil.
What was the response to that when that first interview with you came out? Do you remember?
I talked to a lot of people after my first interview, my interview with you. It gave me a little name. It put me out there.
Yeah, I'm glad for that. Like I said, a lot has happened.
Ooh, you getting old, Mob James. You getting old.
And since then, I figured we'd start with the biggest development.
You made it, though. You still living.
In the past 9 years. I don't want to go too much into his upcoming trial, but what did you think, when you heard Keefe had been arrested back in 2023?
I don't want to say about time, but
yo, what up, Ho?
I wasn't shocked because of the way he was moving around.
What up? You see your boy Mob Jamie, man? Look at Mob, man. What's up? What it do, baby? What it do? You hear the? Do you hear the audio good? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comment box if you hear the audio good.
He was on the internet doing all that old goofy stuff, running his mouth, talking, man.
The way he was doing all these interviews with Dialogue and everyone else, pretty much telling on himself. So I wasn't shocked. I knew it was coming. And if he win or lose, it don't matter to me.
I mean, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
Guilty. He made a fool of the Vegas Metro Police, clowning, and he's living in this city, and he's going around like pretty much mocking them. So they had to get him, and he wouldn't quit with his buffoonery, his stupidity, going and I'm talking about doing interview after interview, and the little money he was making cost him, and now he can't even get a lawyer.
It's crazy. And the book, why would he do so many interviews, so many public interviews like that? Did he just think that they didn't care, that they?
Yeah, and he got full of himself, and people was coming to him and treating him like he was that gang boss, like he was that guy. The notoriety was overwhelming for him, and he just kept going. If you take a deal, I believe they're going to offer him 20. The way Vegas worked, they'll give you 15 to 25, some shit like that. He do the 15, he do 12 of it, and then bam. But being in jail out there, he go to prison, he gonna have a problem. There's too many Tupac fans in
they gonna get him.
Prison. And I'm talking about grown men. I'm talking about thugs. I'm talking about.
Now my question, he's saying they gonna get him. What would they be getting Keefe D for? What would they be getting Keefe D for? They don't even have no murder weapon. They don't have no fingerprints. They don't have shit. What would they be getting Keefe D for? What did Keefe D do? And y'all want to come up, man, the link is in the chat, y'all. The link is in the chat. I don't have to email it today. It's in the chat on the stream. If y'all see the YouTube symbol where the link at, you can hit that and it'll get y'all straight access to come up. That's all I'm saying, y'all. What would they be getting Keefe D for? What did he do for them that this shit was warranted at this time? What did he do? He went on all these social platforms and fucking lied like a baboon getting paid off the shit. He didn't have no other way to make no money. He had no other means to make no money. We need to get off the cappery, man. I'm a cow cap on that.
People that really like Tupac, and he's gonna have a problem. And he's too old for it.
Right. Yeah, I always tell people, they say, who's to blame for, him, who got him locked up, all that stuff. And I'm always like, he got himself locked up. He's in his situation because of what he said. I know they're trying to blame, he hates Greg Kading. I know the defense and them, they want to make a big thing out of Greg. It's like, well, Greg didn't set up his BET interview, the Death Row Chronicles. Greg didn't make him go on Vlad TV and do all these interviews. That he did all. We sat and watched that like everybody else did.
Well, he really tripping off the proper agreement. Even you had that agreement. There's nowhere in the world you truly believe that you can go and tell people you assist in or committed a murder. You're a fool. You're too old to be running around like that. Number two, go sit your old ass down live your life with your wife and mind your business. All that was, it would have been over and done. He'd have been at home drinking coffee. And it has amazed me how you could be this gangster and then we turn around and, I didn't kill nobody. You got to look at Reggie Wright. You got to look at Greg Cade and them dirty cops. It ain't them.
It was you. You got on the internet. And if my cousin wouldn't rest in peace right now, he'd be in there with you, man, because you didn't got on here. And it's crazy, man. You see it all day, all day on this YouTube, man. Everybody want the fame. They don't want the game. They get on here and do something about it. Some of the stuff gonna come back on you, man.
Didn't do it. You did this to yourself. His own comrades, meaning, you know, all the Crip dudes were telling him to shut the fuck up. He wouldn't shut up. So here's where he at.
It's ironic too, because, you know, when he did his proffer, I remember him talking about having to tell Orlando Anderson and everybody to shut up back then, and complaining about what at the time he called MySpace gangsters who were, you know, bragging about stuff on the internet.
You tell everybody, man, I don't get down like that, man. I ain't tell nobody shit. That's like, I tell my nephews, them, stop saying that shit. Don't be on that internet and MySpace, man.
Man, your nephews wasn't on no internet. Come on, man. I know he ain't talking about Lane because there wasn't no internet back then. I know he ain't talking about him. Them dudes wasn't about none of this kid stuff. They was about their paper, man. Money, that's it, that's all.
When you saying that shit, they get that dude but make it every 30 years later.
And then it's like he fell into the same trap.
Because everybody looking at him. He would go to the store and people would see him and, man, you woo, 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 woo. And he started loving that shit. And now he out there. Now he want to do another one. And one phone call after doing Vlad or the dialogue, then they call him back, and then they calling him back. And his stupidity, he wants to blame everybody else for his downfall. And he really made a bad choices, you know. And I give his son a lot of credit because he still got his daddy back, regardless of. Other than that, at the end of the day, it really don't matter to me if he walked out of there tomorrow. At his age, I'm not gonna wish it on him. I'm penitentiary life ain't.
It kind of sound like it though. It sound like a little bit. Sound like it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Sound like a little bit.
All that I've been there. I wouldn't wish him in prison, but you know, if he go to prison, you can only say it's your fault because you there.
True.
So it really don't matter if you do or don't.
And I mean, in a way, the case is closed regardless.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that'll stop all these people from really, after so many years, everybody, he was spotted, and then he wasn't ready to do. But number one, motherfucker ain't gonna take me nowhere. I'm already knowing there's a possibility I ain't coming out. Nigga, you're gonna have to handle me right here. He didn't do that. And then when he got to where he was took to,
we got to get them likes up, y'all. We got 205 people with 184. That ain't bad though. That ain't bad. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all showed up for Rick Rock, man. Y'all sent me them super chats. I feel like a real boss player, man. I'm gonna find something to do with that money. We're gonna make the show a little better. I'm waiting to put me another little sign like this over here, man. I gotta really, you know, I got a new studio I'm putting together also. So, you know, I'll do something with that. Where y'all from, man? Let me get where y'all from. What do y'all think about this video, man? Let's go. Where they at? I finally caught up. Yeah, man, that's where my daddy used to bump back in the 80s. That Too Short, man. Oaktown. Yeah, Oakland, California. Anybody from the CPT up in here? Anybody from Compton, man? From Southern California, but in Vegas. Shout out Vegas. Denver, Colorado. Venice up in the building. We got Cleveland up in the house, y'all. Yes, sir. Cleveland, man. I've been out there to Cleveland too, man. Yeah, come on, y'all. Come on. Houston, Texas. Yeah, I got to go out there too, man. Houston, Texas. Come on, where y'all from? I wish I had me a little. I got to give me some background music while I'm doing this. I need some background music. And I'm going to start doing them phone calls. I'm going to start taking them phone calls too. Come on, let's get this in, man. I probably got one more. What time is it? 6:30? I got to get to bed. I'm old, man. I got to be in the bed at 9 o'clock, man. I've been on here. Is it dark outside? Still look like it's light outside. Houston, Texas. Come on, y'all must be old as me. I must got a whole fan.
All right. So that's that about the Rick Rock thing, man. I just found that shit kind of funny, man. And like I told y'all, I'm still gonna stand on my square, man. Y'all go watch Married to the Game. Matter of fact, I pulled it up there for y'all one day too. Let's see. This documentary right here, y'all. This is the Married to the Game documentary on YouTube. It's not in high def quality, man. They need to redo it or try to put it in 4K or something. But this is the prominent documentary that give you the missing answers to the cheat sheet to find out about the death row and Tupac mystery. Y'all should watch this one right here, man. It was a good one. I'm gonna show y'all a piece of it. I'm not gonna really get all the way down in there, man, but here, we're gonna get to a little bit of it.
All of our philosophies and networking, we could make something real powerful.
And she would always come down and visit Mike after we get through talking, and at the end of the visit, she would say, remember my nigga M.O.B., and they would do this here. And, and they were like, M.O.B., my nigga, right? So I just thought it was to mob, but I didn't know it was money over bitches. So I guess still was keeping in my mind that, hey, don't get to falling in love. You look like you, because he'd always say, Mike look like you in love.
Starting the company GF Entertainment, which GF Entertainment was the parent company of Death Row Records. So my album got pushed to the back burner, which I didn't trip it at that time, Mike.
Fun fact, man, Lydia Harris, I believe, was introduced to Harry O by Jay Prince. If you know, you know. But let's go.
Said, hey, once we get the company, we're going to start back on finishing up your album. So David Kennard, made sure paperwork was straight, that Suge really had Dr. Dre under management. And once he got all that straight, Dre and his legal problems, all I know that everybody started recording different songs for the Chronic album. The Chronic album came out and it did very well. And David Kennard kept telling me, hey, you don't get paid. Don't worry about nothing. There was a lot of money we have to pay back for legal fees, but don't worry about nothing. You're going to get your money.
Do you know the name of the first entity, the corporate entity that was created involving the death row companies?
I don't recall.
These corporate papers filed with the state and county back up Harris's story that a group of companies all using the initials GF for Godfather was founded in 1991-92.
She owned GF Productions, and it was GF Productions / Death Row Records. So it was two labels merging together. Suge and Lydia were merging the label together. Suge, Lydia, and Mike, because Mike was a partner, but of course he was locked up, so he couldn't handle a lot of the business because he was in jail. So those two companies, GF Productions, that's Godfather Entertainment. That was Lydia's company. Suge had Death Row. I actually named the label because DJ Unknown, he called it Death Row, DEFROAD. I said, no, Dre, if anything, it should be Death Row, because all of us got cases and you can put the man in the electric chair, so it went on from that.
When we started with GF Entertainment, Michael would always tell me, Lyd, make sure you document everything. Make sure you keep records of everything. And at the time, I didn't know what he was telling me to do. I just did what he wanted me to do. I followed his directions. I did everything he wanted me to do. I kept paperwork. The paperwork I didn't keep is the one that David Kennard had for the company that he told me he had in a safe. I would always ask him about it. He'd tell me, Lid, don't worry about that. I got that paperwork in the safe. I said, okay, so I never tripped it. But when he went to visit Michael at MDC, he had all the paperwork. So Michael didn't trip it. He had that paperwork showing our ownership and everything. So we felt comfortable with it. And he said, hey, I'm taking it and putting it in a safe. And at the time, I didn't know how important the paperwork was. He never gave me a copy of it, but he had it. And now it's destroyed.
I think that it was Lydia and Mike's dream. Mike wanted to be in the music industry and Lydia wanted to be an artist. So it was a partnership thing. They were partners, you know, and she knew that assisting him in helping build his company would all
around that guys we don't have the opportunity to have a chance to.
You know what I'm saying? We made it home though. You know what I'm saying? We made it home. We left when the party was over though.
Making sure that all the lifestyles, all the
corporate documents were filed with the state in 1994. Only Suge Knight and gangster rap artist Andre Young, known as Dr. Dre, were listed as death row officers.
He couldn't trust me anymore. Because Suge was really looking for somebody he could trust. And when he feels he can't trust you, he's not going to deal with you. So David made sure he put that in Suge's head, and Suge couldn't deny it because he knew what he said on the phone.
But yeah, y'all, that's the documentary, man. I'm just playing a little bit piece of that, man. And like I told you, we just ride in the car.
Going back to
we just moving along, man. We moving in group. Matter of fact, you know what? I got something else for y'all too, man. I found this really tripped out. Wait a minute.
Something happened. Cause I'm like, normally these dudes would have said something.
50 Cent. Jimmy Henchman calls in to confirm 50 Cent posted a lie yesterday. Man, what is this shit about, man? You know, like what is really good and going on, y'all? What is really good and going on? What is this shit about, man? What is it about? You know, like, I don't know. 50, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's a trip. He's a trip, but they found him in the lie this morning, man. They said he was lying about Jimmy getting poked up in the slammer by World, man. Let's see what Carasino's take on this. Salute to Carasino for life, man. He always dropping some dope content. He always got some prominent, and good information. But let's see what he's hollering about. And we ain't gonna stay on this too long, but I'm just gonna listen in on him right quick.
You know what I'm saying? If something happened to Jimmy like that, somebody would have said something. And that's what my whole mind is like gone because of that fact. So I'm like, 50 posted something that wasn't true. When somebody calls and said, that's not true. That's not true. I was like, it's not true. He was like, blood, it's not true. I'm not a blood, but they call me blood. Like, for some reason, I'm young blood. Young blood, that ain't true. So that's where it went from there. Now, if you're familiar with the whole Jimmy situation, right? Jimmy went away for life for Lodi Mac situation, but he was not known for playing games. And the Tupac situation, Jimmy got popped up. You know, Tupac got hit. So everybody that know Tupac blamed Jimmy Henchman, and Jimmy went down with his alleged affiliation with drugs and the Lodi Mac situation. So if you're aware of the situation and you're aware, Jimmy was a very powerful man on the streets. Like, nobody in New York was battling or rocking against Jimmy. All right? It just wasn't happening.
If you got hit, even if you were not driving, you need to try this.
Because if you...
So that's how serious it was. He was so stupid, he didn't even realize, but his hate for 50 made it to the point where it was almost like, okay, we got it now. We got everything we need. So the situation became a very difficult street situation. Jimmy was heavy in the streets at that time. Fifth is in a position he can't do these things in the streets. Fifth is in a whole different box. Y'all have no idea. But Fifth can't move like that in the streets. It's too much exposure. It's too much business attached to everything. If he go down there in the street level and start doing things, you know, that's going to mess up everything. And he was like, Fifth knows. He was like, man, y'all think these rich people don't know what's going on in the streets? And Fifth be like, man, I'm not going to mess up my bag for Jimmy. But once Lodi Mac decided to put his hands on Jimmy's son and slap him up, you know, and rough him up and slap him and all this stuff, and he was a 16-year-old kid, that was not gonna go over well. G-Unit tried to reach out to Jimmy and say, we don't respect that. That wasn't an order from us. You know, like, we did not authorize anybody to do anything like that. And word got back that Jimmy was like, all right, well, we expect to see some type of discipline. Bring him to me, or I will extract the discipline. Now, because it was Yayo and Lodi Mac, Yayo, his mother's house got sprayed up with bullets. His sister was in there, his nephew was in there. They sprayed the house up full of bullets. Fortunately, nobody got hit, but the message was sent. That it's up. And they are not built for a war in the streets with Jimmy. Not at that time, not ever. So the other Jimmy had to get Jimmy. So you got Preem don't like you. Now you got Jimmy don't like you. These two will link up And you're going to have the most dangerous war in the streets you could ever have in New York City. So everything had to change immediately. They weren't safe anywhere in New York. It was crazy now. You didn't put your hands on Jimmy's son. So Lodi Mack got arrested for it. That was what G Unit said. Okay. He was convicted for assault and went to go serve his time. G Unit thought this is suffice. All right, y'all got him. He doing jail, you know, it's done and done to him. Like we ain't did nothing to him. He going to jail. Let that be it. That wasn't going to be the case. Lodi Mack was going to have to pay for that with his life, unfortunately. And once the day he got out, I only think he was out a couple of days. Once he was out, he was out. And it didn't take them long, right after the death of Lodi Mack. Yep, when they come and scoop up.
And I think y'all just missed something that went over y'all heads. He said that when Henchman, that Jimmy did that move he did in having Lodi Mack killed or whatever, it wasn't G Unit. It was the other Jimmy that had the power to take out Jimmy Henchman, that get him behind bars. So if y'all want to go back and watch this video, man, it's right here where it says Jimmy Henchman calls in to confirm 50 Cent posted a lie. And this is on Carasino for Life. I'm going to play a little bit more of it, then we're going to see what else is going on in the YouTube streets, man. This is that Sunday YouTube Streets edition. Y'all get them likes up, man. Get them likes up, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the G-Way Show, man. Welcome to the only way and the one way, man. Welcome to the G-Way Show, man. Get them likes up. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, man. Get them likes up to get me hyped up, gang. Let's go up. Y'all keep riding with me. Let's go.
Jimmy and everything else, because now they know it's real. So Jimmy Iovine got involved from Interscope Records. Jimmy once again gets involved to solve another problem. So Jimmy Iovine springs into action. Because the only reason Jimmy Iovine got up wasn't because of 50 Cent. He could care less. It's the fact that 50 Cent is attached to Eminem. And Eminem could be with 50 Cent in New York and somebody come out there and start shooting. They could be recording in New York. Too much of a risk. I'm not going to take risking Eminem getting killed over something that could be taken care of very easy. So once again, he didn't like the way Jimmy Iovine interfered in the game and 50 Cent, and he keep putting petty street stuff over money. And it ruined what they had built with the game. And it's like, we built this guy up. We could have been selling 8-9 million records for years down the road. But he, after one album, decides to start a war with 50 Cent, inner war to destroy each other. And once that started, it all went downhill.
Hip-hop has evolved like crazy over the years. We've gone from dusty drum breaks and sample chops to fast-paced drill and trap beats.
Forcing people to pick sides and ruining the business model we put up. And Jimmy was the one really behind it. So Jimmy Iovine didn't like Jimmy Henchman was behind all of that. GU not and ruining the product and the brand. So this was going to eliminate his problem. Jimmy Henchman made some phone calls. Next thing you know, here come the feds. They come raining down. And I mean raining down. The federal government came raining down on Jimmy Henchman like you've never seen. Then they was like, there's no evidence really linking him to the.
And side note, Jimmy Iovine. Let me tell y'all something about Jimmy Iovine. The day Suge Knight put his hands on him and threatened to body slam Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine hired Navy SEALs, y'all, as his security. Jimmy Iovine hired special forces, naval security for his security detail. Navy SEALs. Trained assassins, trained killers. You're not going to even touch them. And right now, man, Carasino is breaking down a whole lot for y'all right now, man, in real time here. And he broke this today. I was just sitting back and nod like, shit, I don't have to do or say anything. I could just let him talk and he can do the leg work. Cause man, oh man, he be knowing some shit. But if y'all hear right here how they set up Jimmy Henchman basically was set up by Jimmy Iovine when Iovine put the feds on Jimmy Henchman. You got the 4 letters politics and you got the street politics. And y'all know the 4-letter word always rules, and it starts with the letter J. They own television, they own hip hop, they own all this shit. If y'all get down what I'm putting down, if you follow me. But let's go.
Situation, Jimmy was released from prison. Next thing you know, he was back in prison. They came and got him again. Jimmy Iovine is a very powerful man. This is the same guy that got Murder Inc., got them investigated by the feds. Jay-Z and them knew that the raid was coming. And they cleared the office. Everybody was gone that day except for Murder Inc. Their offices are all connected. They all on the same floor. In the building.
I got that wrong. So Jimmy Iovine is the one that had the superpowers raided, y'all. Jimmy Iovine had all these gentlemen raided by the feds. We might have to do a deep dive into that, man. That is a real interesting factor. He says Jimmy Iovine is a really very powerful man. And God damn it, I believe it. I really do believe it.
Building. They're in the Def Jam building. Well, they're all in one building. They're all on the one floor. Def Jam's here. The Rockefeller office. All of them in the same area. So Rockefeller got this like little small office space on one side. What is this? Oh, the battery. So they got their little space put off to the side. And everybody's office is connected. Murder Inc. office, Rockefeller office, DMX had his own bloodline records. They had their little office back there. So everybody had their little record label offices, you know, connected in the same place. Now that this beef is kicking off, it's starting to be a problem. On that day, nobody from Def Jam was in the office. Nobody from Rockefeller was in the office. Murder Inc. were the only people in the office that day. When the raid went down and they grabbed Irv Gotti, nobody was in the offices. Jay-Z told everybody that the raid was coming. He told all the other rappers and everything, like, yo, don't come to the building. Like, don't be here. Like, we are not going to be here this weekend. Like, this Tuesday. Do not be here. Because they didn't want to be associated with what was coming out. He didn't even warn Irv that the raid was coming. Irv Gotti is your man's, and you didn't even warn him.
Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all get them likes up, man. Hit that like button, please, man. Please, it's greatly appreciated. Please hit that like button for your boy.
Typical Jay, right? Somebody said that's exactly what Jay would do. Jay did exactly that. Jay-Z did exactly that. There was no other mincing of words. He did exactly that. Backdoored everybody.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This
Hughes and all them just made sure all them was straight. More than his own family. Yeah, Fifth got a cousin, like they hit the lottery. You know, they had hit the lottery for like about 600,000 or whatever. And they didn't quit their jobs. They went and used the money sparingly and enjoyed it, took vacations. And Phil was like, that's what you do with the money. You know, these people quit their jobs and get crazy with it. Yeah, Jimmy Henchman guys, they had Tony Yayo and them dead to rights. And I guess they guns jammed. And they was about to, you know, let off on them, and they couldn't because the guns are jammed. Even though Tony Yayo and them was strapped. Yeah, once Chris Lighty died, he teamed up with Fat Joe and Terror Squad because he needed to team up with Terror Squad. He needed to. Because this thing with Jimmy was hot. Fifth needed some type of assistance. Now, when Fifth had the streets on lock, he had Bang'em Smurf and Domination. When Domination was there and he had Smurf, like I said, they was running things. They had that whole section on lock. But Domination them had beef over there on South Side. They got some petty street stuff going on, right?
And 50 Cent, man, he got a deep story, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. These niggas been playing with 50 Cent on this internet, man, but by far, man, y'all got to know this shit, man. 50 Cent is no sucker. He is no sucker, man. 50 Cent is no sucker. You know, he told his story in the movie. He told his story on Behind the Music about his being shot 9 times. I seen a cat came out the other day, said that wasn't true, that he was shot all those times. I don't know nothing about that, man. It's like when niggas get into it with you, man, and we ain't friends anymore, man, you want to try to put some smut on dirt. You want to put some smut and some dirt on my name. And it's like, well, damn, man, if you're going to do all that, why you didn't make a name for yourself? You know, instead of putting dirt on the next man's name, man, why you ain't put your lick down for yourself, man? Why you ain't put your lick down for yourself, man? But I'm cool. I like this video. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this Casino video on the Jimmy Henchman ordeal. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, because yesterday we did the last laugh. That 50 Cent got the last laugh on T.I. So we did get to see that, and like I say, right after that, man, we get word that today 50 Cent had lied and said that Jimmy Henchman was stuck. Yeah. So y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, man, we were just surfing through the YouTube streets. Like I say, matter of fact, yes, I gotta give my boy they don't go to this.
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you. Start using EVMux, which is a web-based live streaming tool.
Ready for that, mate? They told gone. Man,
hey, man, and salute to Charleston White, man. Charleston White still undefeated by the internet. He's still undefeated by the internet, man. Oh, Charleston Blue, man. I got a special place in my heart for my boy Charleston, man. Charleston been getting off on these suckers, man. They've been trying to dirt him and hurt him and shit, you know what I'm saying, for standing up for shit he believe in. And the niggas be trying to bully him and shit, but Charleston is like goddamn Bruce Wayne, man. He be coming out with gadgets and shit, hitting motherfuckers with all kind of shit, man, and macing motherfuckers and shit. Everybody be retreating and all that crazy shit. But this was an incident. This was an incident at the Drewski show last night between him, and he gonna explain it, and we gonna let him explain it, because this was like the hottest topic early this morning, that Charleston White is threatening to turn in Young Thug, man. And I hope Young Thug don't let them niggas get him tricked off the streets. But let's see, let's check it out. And I think this is on Stingy K.
Coach, now catch the foot. They ain't ready for that, mate.
Yeah, boy, Young Thug down there finna be a victim tonight. Yeah, any approach you from the back. Yeah. One thing I know with that 30-year probation, let me explain something to you. Jeffrey Williams. Let me explain.
Charleston White was filming with Drewski at his show. Could have been Love, and Young Thug and Lil Baby was there. Now, I guess they have made some threats to Charleston White.
You on probation, right? You just approached me, threatening me. Your words was, we step on shit, okay? You didn't say I, you made it plural. You said we, so that's in cohorts. I mean a gang. You on probation. Then you had a fellow with you that was possessing a gun. You are not supposed to be around with people that had guns. Eyewitness, along with other witnesses, saw your friend with the short body, with the fat, pudgy stomach that hangs above or over his waistline like a kangaroo pouch. The fat one was clutching the gun. His exact words as he was clutching the gun or appearing to be clutching the gun. I assumed it was a gun. I think it was a gun. I believe it was a gun, right? That makes it aggravated assault. His words was, don't lose your life in her. My words was, do it. Then other people came out and interfered. I proceeded to brandish the mace and pull out the mace and say you to get mace. So I understand we was on a private airport's property, which is under the Federal Aviation Administration. So first thing Monday morning, because you said Jeffrey Williams on probation, AKA King Slime, AKA Young Thug, you said we step on your other brother, your goon with the gang chain, the YSL spider chain, pretending to clutch a gun as he was assuming to be brandishing and holding the gun, said, don't lose your life. I am now in fear of my life. Swear to God I am. I'm going to contact my attorney. First thing Monday morning, we will be going to the courts to file a restraining order against you for my protection. Not only that, I will be contacting the federal authorities because you made a threat while possessing a gun on federal property, a private airport. I'm pressing charges on you, Jeffrey. I know you're on probation. You fit to go to jail. I swear to God, you will. I'm doing everything because you got me afraid for my life. You are a gang leader. I don't even know why you was at the Drewski Could Have Been Love reunion. You wasn't on one episode, ugly. You know what you were there for? Bothered me. And you waited till I was by myself. You waited till I was by myself and approached me with a gang of guys, thinking that you was going to intimidate me and cause me to be in fear. And guess what? You did. Sure did. And I am in fear. Guy said I would lose my life clutching the gun. I seen it and I saw it. And I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. You going to jail and I'm contacting your probation officer. I'm sending her the video to show that you was there and you was with gang members. I got the pictures and the photos of every guy you was with. Swear to God I do. Yeah, no business bother me, but you got the right one, Jeffrey. Yeah. Jeffrey King Slime for the slime you right into Fannie Willie's hands. She already done tried to get your revoke. Guess what I'm finna do? Get your revocation hearing. I swear to God, I'm finna get your revocation hearing. And I listen, I'm gonna tell exactly what happened. Detailed description. And you waited. Not only did you wait, after I punked you and your crew, because I hold you niggas thought y'all gonna catch me by myself and I would go cowboy. I think I grabbed my nuts on you and told you to do it. And I was by myself with a group of hope. And you had every opportunity upside my head. Get what you didn't do? Nothing but make threats. And guess what it is? Against the law. It's against the law to hit me. It's against the law to make threats too and pretend to clutch a gun. It's what the victim think. I believe you had a gun. I saw it, and I think the witness will testify to it too. Yeah, y'all keeping with civilians out. I ain't with it. Yeah, I ain't with it. You can't talk me and scare me to change my testimony. I'm going all the way through with it. I hope they violate your motherfucking probation. You already can't make no good music no more. And yeah, little baby, yeah, y'all, you just get in the jump on me and watch what happens. What happened tonight? Nothing. Yeah, ain't nothing you know succeed, but you're going to jail. And with me, I prefer to guard you here. I'm pressing charges. You are not a victim. You in the comments typing, I'm a victim of any crime. If I call the police first and say I'm a victim, that's all you got to do. And have the evidence to prove it. Guess what? I got the evidence to prove it. What is called witnesses and video footage. They circled me with a gang and threatened me and said I would lose my life. If you Google the definition of aggravated assault, if you cause anybody, you can have a BB gun, you can have your hand in a shirt and say, freeze, give me all the money. And when you go to court and say, hey, I just had a hand. I didn't know it was a hand. When you said, freeze, give me all your money, I thought that was a gun, so I gave you my money.
You know what? And I'm going to tell y'all this right now, man. Some of y'all might get mad at me. I don't give a fuck. Salute to Charleston White, man. Young Thug, you had to be the stupidest motherfucker alive to get tricked off the streets like this. Your ass is going back to jail, man, and you're going to get all the fucking time you deserve. You're going to fuck around and find out. You know, you're going to really fuck around and find out, Thug. God damn, man, you ain't learned shit. Young Thug, you have not learned a motherfucking thing. You didn't see all this shit you was going through, and they told you had to walk a tightrope on this goddamn probation, my nigga. What kind of motherfucking shit you smoking, angel dust? Man, when that man turned that shit over, bro, you is out of there. And I ain't gonna lie, man, you know, because we got to stop this stupid shit, man. It's time to clean this shit up, man. All this thugging and shit, man, we are not impressed. We are not impressed with the thugging and shit, man. Them days is over, man. It is over. It is long gone and done with, man. Niggas just need to live and try to live out the life the best way they fucking can, man. Them thugging days is fucking over. Ain't nobody scared of that shit anymore, man. All that gang banging and gang and evil twin shit, man. Ain't nobody worried about that shit no more, man. Them days is over, y'all. It's 2026. It's 2026. Young Thug, ain't no, man, you boy. I can't believe you, man, but I can believe you, nigga. You out of there, bro.
I didn't know he didn't have a gun if he didn't have a gun. I believe he had a gun. The people that was with me believe he had a gun. Because if he didn't have a gun, why would he make the threat saying that I could lose my life tonight if he didn't have a gun? And if they didn't have a gun, why did they wait 15 minutes after the event was closed as if they were sitting and waiting on me? You know what made them leave? Them Miami showed up. I told y'all I got some Miami to do the fool by me. Man, I got some Miami that'll do, and they some big dogs. Them big dogs showed up, and guess what thugs them do? Crawl like cats, turn into cats. That's all I'm saying. So, Thug, your ass in trouble, boy. You should have stayed your ass where you were. You didn't have no motherfucking business coming up to Drewski's reunion, because guess what? It's all documented on footage. You approached me with threats of danger, lose my life, and guess what? We step on. Explain that to your probation officer. Tell them people what you mean by we step on, because we ain't supposed to be with nobody. We are supposed to be by ourselves. What is we doing now? Threatening people? We go step on shit. Explain that to the probation officer, Mr. Wee Man. I gotta say we got us another. Say we got another Atlanta we putting in jail. I'm down there 75-0 with Atlanta. Say, I'm down to 75 and over in Atlanta. Atlanta got to be some of the dumbest in the world. Last time Woody went to jail, he had the police. I know Charleston did this. I sure did. Say, you Atlanta, hear what? You say, listen, thug, and you got that pussy. And listen, listen, he go run into the right one. A thug supposed to be King Slime. This and me and this face to face. Yo, we step on shit. Let's do it then. They see me reach in my pocket and ease that mace out. What you reaching in your pocket for? Do what you say you go do. And see what I'm reaching for. I got some shit to make a bow tennis that's around. Swing. And little old bit of short with a fat belly acting like he could lose your life. You threatening me, boy? With a gun? He ain't supposed to be. Listen, that boy ain't supposed to be with you and you got that gun. You know that, right? All they need is one witness. And a blind man can say, I seen it. And they'll convict you. I'm telling you, they can put a blind man on stand and say, listen, how you see him? I heard him. I seen him with my eyes. That's the same voice. Can you have him speak, sir? Can you have the defendant speaking to the microphone? Freeze, give me all your money. That's the voice I heard, sir. Yeah, they'll convict you. They got to say, I seen him clutch the gun. I'm willing to put my right hand, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. You may have a seat, Mr. White. Can you tell us? Yeah, that's where this is going.
Y'all gotta admit, man, Charleston came a long way, man. Charleston got that goddamn money now, man. That nigga Charleston be cleaned in the motherfucker, man, with the little units. That little nigga chicken shit Charlie be cleaned in the motherfucker, man, with them units on, man. Yeah, hey, y'all better leave Unc alone, man. Unc is kicking ass and taking names out there in the streets, man. Y'all better leave Charleston alone, man. Hey, Charleston ain't playing with you niggas, man. Charleston is putting boots to asses on you niggas' ass. You a lot of you uneducated goddamn fools out there, man. Charleston White is putting belts to asses on you niggas, man, for a long time now, man. I just be sitting back watching and having a fucking laugh, man. You know, he not wrong. That's all I can say, man. He know how to manipulate the game. Do anybody disagree? Like I say, he undefeated on the internet. I'm just saying, man. You motherfuckers just need to leave people alone, man. Leave people alone, man. That's the thing. That's the word of the day, the slogan of the day. Leave people alone.
No, you ain't no, all that Woody shit, I can't recall. I recall everything that mother did that night and what he said, what he had on. 4 of them had on them spider YSL chains. Yeah, I seen that. So just get ready. Tell little baby to call Brian Steele now. Tell Brian Steele he might got to take a break off Little Dirt to get back over here on yo. I'm finna get his ass. I swear to God. I'm finna get it, man. Boy, I swear. I'm finna get your ass. First thing Monday morning, we going to the courts and we getting a restraining order put on Jeffrey Williams Jr. You stupid. You bet I'm fucking with Woody, the victim on the last case. But you put your wrong boy. I'm telling you. And I was hoping one of them threw a punch. Oh, I was hoping one of them threw a punch. Oh, you think? So they just gave that boy that money back too? They just released the money. I was getting all that money. Any one of you threw a punch, guess what? Jeffrey threw it because you couldn't have been able to defend yourself. I was waiting for any to throw a punch. I would go DDT you back in jail. Boom! Nigga, get the rep and sue your mama. I would go have your ugly sister back hollering. How they took all my brother money. I would have your ugly sister back online hollering again. Them ugly will go be back mad at you back in jail. And Mariah Science say, listen, Future go be back home when I put you back in jail. I'm gonna have action at a little cute ass here, boy. Then you were musty. Yeah, one of you were, I don't know, one of you were musty. Ain't one of you ain't made today. I don't know which one it was, but one of you were musty. I'm not just standing all close up on me like that. You was them hands. I keep telling y'all this. I be around here by myself, no security. These whole ass see me, and man, you better do it. And I ain't done it yet. It ain't been the baddest rapper y'all done thought. We done crossed paths, and what did he do? Sat down and peed like his mama taught him to do when a man come around. Made that sit down and pee. Him and his Them thought out there were gonna skirt a little bitty me. And he tall, he was musty. At least one of them was him and that little short there was clutching the gun was funky. Niggas want that bullshit funky. I'm not. Be mindful, niggas crash out. I don't give up about a crash out. It's been 7 years, a motherfucker ain't crashed out on me yet. What's taking so long, crash outs? What's taking so crash outs? Didn't much they got no crash outs. Woody was the last crash out. Look what he doing. He living for the Lord. He doing streaming with Rollo in Rollo Garage. No. Ain't no more crash out. Ain't no more motherfucker crash out. No one crash out of here right now. Crashing out on me. I'm in every club. Him and the new Spider Crew. Him and the new Spider-Man. I put that raid on them. I went to shaking that raid. There was a spider went back the other way. And they tried to rush me. They tried to rush me, y'all. Guess what they did? Put that mace out on them. And it was that barrel mace. That barrel mace is undefeated. Hey, listen, that rather call them switches. With a switch ain't beat me yet. Why? Because I don't go play with switches can get in with switches. I don't go play where can get in with switches. You might sneak something in, but you can't sneak that in. The shit I sneak in get by everybody. It look like a lighter. It look like lipstick. It look like chalk. All type of shit you got.
This boy Charleston White is a wild boy, man. Charleston White is a wild boy, man. God damn, man. Like I say, man, Young Thug, you're out of there. Yeah, man, he done fucked up, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I ain't want to go off on the deep end on Thugger, man, but Thugger, you been on a lot of fuck shit lately, man. Bullshit. You know, we was tired of looking at that YSL trial, man. You know, all them boys was down there putting in work for you and shit, man. And then you and YF and Lucci call a peace treaty and shake hands and shit, man. And I feel what Woody was talking about, man. Salute to Woody, man. You know, Woody saved your life, Thug. And you didn't even make it right, man. So I don't know what kind of fucking demon you is, bro. But we ain't feeling you over here. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. We is not feeling you here on the G-Way show. We not feeling your sorry ass, dog. But yeah, gang, whoo, man, this has been a fun show today, man. Traveling in the YouTube streets. This has been a fun show in the YouTube streets. I think it was a good show, man. I thought somebody was gonna come up. I thought my cousin was. He might be busy. He might be busy with baby nephew or whatever, man. I don't know what he had going on, but man, fuck it. You know, I can navigate the ship a lot. I don't give a damn. I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really can navigate this ship, man. But yeah, man, I gave y'all damn near 2 hours worth of content, man, today, man. On this good Sunday, man. Sunday YouTube Streets Edition episode, man. We went up on this motherfucker, man. And you know, hey, it's all good. You know, it's all good. Matter of fact, let me and speaking of that, let me show y'all something why Charleston, man, Charleston is crazy, man. Let me show y'all something. This was a crazy moment about Charleston too, man.
This woman in Kansas City searched her name and found $6.1 million in unclaimed money. Like what?
Wait, you don't lying.
Yeah, y'all dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them niggas fucking a lot of shit.
I'm nobody's good homie. You California niggas think that about us. I had no see. When I came, I would have been ready. I don't play. If you were still screaming, I would have been ready.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Man, you talking about this is super important. This is super important. You niggas think
Disrespectful. A man in the streets. You don't know the history of the Bloods and the Crips and what's really happening with the Bloods and the Crips. I don't give a fuck.
I'm in the park. I don't give a damn if they go. I think some of us got to wipe us out.
But guess what though?
Someone got to die
This real
and be
talk.
wiped out, like the Bible says.
Fuck all the bullshit. You know how I got to work with some goddamn kids. Y'all know how the fuck I got the opportunity to work with some goddamn kids. This nigga right here. This the nigga that put me in a position to go all
from you, holding it. You feel me? I learned my lesson. And this is what I'm trying to tell this brother. We learn our lesson as black men, watching the Donald Trumps and these white motherfuckers take over. I went and bought 15 pistols because of Donald Trump. Because of this mother. Not to hurt nobody, but to be ready. Be ready for these motherfuckers. Be ready for that nigga that stand up with that white man and tell him we ain't shit. He gonna be the first motherfucker I get.
But I'm that nigga that stood up and tell, man, them niggas ain't shit, man.
Shots fired.
Say, I'm fine with them. See, I got everything the military got, so I'm ready to.
You know what?
Say, man, I understand. I understand what you're saying, Jay. I understand. I understand what you're saying. Say, but I got police friends. That's all I'm saying. I got police friends. I do too. And we well.
Can't change Charleston.
Well, this is what I say. Because when a 7-year-old kid is killed, you don't never hear the gang go get the nigga who killed the baby. They protect him.
See, this is what you don't know.
All over.
This is what you don't know. That's bullshit. You know how many motherfuckers?
Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck with y'all around here. I don't care what y'all see. My eyes don't see what y'all see, brother. I see the shit. What the fuck y'all talking to me, nigga? If them California, but the California niggas speaking on me, so I'm saying fuck you, niggas too.
It ain't them talking to you. It's us talking.
Man, I'm telling you, niggas defending that shit.
No, we not.
You again, my man. I ain't heard y'all denounce it.
Denounce what?
Denounce
You just
what?
did.
If I swear to God on my
I ain't
mama,
heard
if I
y'all
was breaking,
denounce
if I was
it,
rolling, if I was saying Paru right now today, nigga, me and you be fighting. We'll be getting down.
Man,
somebody gonna motherfucking win.
Say, listen,
and I don't play to lose.
When I came, I would have been ready if you were still screaming. If you were still screaming, I would have showed up ready.
Listen to what I'm saying.
The hell you talking about, man?
This is super important. This is super important.
You niggas think y'all the baddest motherfuckers in the world?
I do.
I do too.
I do. I'm that nigga.
I think that too, James.
I'm that nigga.
I think that too.
I'm that motherfucking blood that walked this bitch, nigga.
I think that too, my nigga.
Come on,
I think it too, my nigga. I think it too, my nigga. I think it too, my nigga. I think it too.
Yeah, hey. Shout out to Dewberry too, man. Shout out to the dude. My boys, some Dewberries, man. I don't know if they can, man, but I'm gonna go on a limb and speculate, man. They some kind of relation, man. But Mob didn't realize he don't know the history between Charleston and Dewberry. Nigga, they ain't no internet friends, nigga. These friends in real life, nigga. So James was slipping. But that shit is crazy, man.
Hey, man.
James, I think it too.
Just say you ready for it.
I think I too.
Say you ready for
so you back with it again, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You.
And this is Charleston White before the fame, y'all. This is Charleston before the fame, man. But that shit was crazy, man, when I see that shit the first time. This happened a few years ago, you know, but hey, like I tell you, man, Charleston be with the shits. Charleston is with the shits. He is with the shits, man. Hey. He is with the shits, dog. I gotta give him his card. Hey man, oh man, hey man, let me end this shit, man. Hey, goddamn, man. This was a good one, y'all. This is a good 2-hour live today, man. Shit, this really got me tripped out, man, watching this one, man. Yeah, man, no, man. We gonna come back. Hopefully, man, I get to come back tomorrow, man. I'm finally glad I'm got to clean up that Rick Rock video. And what I was telling y'all about the DeAndre Smith shit about him and Orlando, them in the car smoking pot, and that was his family member, and etc. We recapped on some things, especially from yesterday, 50 Cent saying that lie about Jimmy Iovine, and we was listening to Carasino break some other shit down about the 50 Cent and the 50 Cent and Jimmy Henchman beef, man. That was very prominent information. And then we just watched Charleston White and the Young Thug situation, man. And that's all that's going on today, man. And a lot of other shit gonna go on tonight, man. Like I say, man, we gonna get ready for the little show for the war in Texas for later on, man. I'm gonna most definitely have eyes on that with Ratchet TV. And tomorrow when I come back, man, hopefully, matter of fact, I want to take y'all to, I want to do a reaction video to Rainwater and Kenny B sit down interview, man. Y'all didn't see it. It was really good, man. I really enjoyed it, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Rainwater, he did his big one on that interview. He really did his big one on that interview. But I want to take y'all back to what happened way before that interview, years prior, you know, to what happened on that fateful day on that freeway, man. That's what's sparking the shit about the war in Texas. And what was the situation between Kenny B and Rain at that time until the now, you know, for them to have that sit down, man. And I thought it was really awesome that they was able to sit down and have a real deep conversation, man. And they more linked than what you ever know. It's funny what you find out, man. But yeah, y'all, I'm pretty gonna get my ass out of here, man. And this has been a good one, man. This has been a good one. I'm fired up. I really could go some more and give y'all some more content. But depending on how the day go, man, I might come back out and pop back out for y'all, man, just to, you know, look at some shit we could surf Instagram, man, or most definitely look at some fluff, man, have some laughs on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I might have me a couple of drinks or something by that time. Who knows? You know, we might be on the what you thinking, what you drinking hour. I don't know, man, but we'll see how it goes and shit. So, man, thank y'all for popping out, man, riding in that car with me. And thank y'all for tuning to the G-Way show, man. Y'all tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. And, man, you know, like I said, we passed 2 hours, man. It's just time to get up out of here now, y'all. I enjoyed y'all, man. Please like, share, and subscribe to the show. Like and share the content, please. And this is y'all boy Jesus Peace. This is the G-Way show. And hey, man, we'll get back to another one. And I'm out.